I'm probably gonna say something right now that is very controversial for a lot of people, and a lot of people will disagree. But I don't care. I don't care. It's okay to have an ego. It's okay to have this self-image, this image of yourself that you are the best. This mentality. It's okay to have a high standard of yourself. You know, no matter what people might say, what you think about yourself and how you want to live your life, as long as it's not harming anybody else, it's fine. Because a lot of people will say that having a big ego is destructive. It really just depends on how you use it. But having an ego and being there for yourself and building yourself to be somebody you want to be is nobody's business. I wish I kind of did this years ago, but truly being silent, just working away in the background and living a private, quiet life, in my opinion, is the best way to live. Just keep your head down, just do what you need to do. But there's a lot of things in this world that, in my opinion, is the most valuable thing in your life. Your time and energy and your life overall, the present that we're living in right now is the most important thing. Because every day, we hate to say it, but we're a day closer to death. Every day, we're losing time. And eventually, there'll be no time. And you'll think back and think, shit, I wish I was just more stern. I wish I was more true to myself. I wish I didn't have to I wish I wasn't so much of a butt kisser. I wish I wasn't so much of a manipulative, easy person to manipulate. Because really, when you think about it, nobody's really actually there for you. Everybody's out for themselves. Everybody's playing their own game. Some people are just better at playing a character. Some people are just better at masking who they are inside. And they put fucking masks on. They put a facade. Can't get my words out. They put in an act on. And when you see through all the bullshit and you realise that, shit, what did I do to myself? And you realise that you got to get to it. You got to stop wasting your hours away. You got to stop moping too much. You got to and being the victim and just brush it all off and just get to work. Just get to work. And work can mean lots of things. It can just mean actual work, your paid job. Or it can be much deeper than that, and it can mean working on yourself to be more financially stable, or just a better person, or just somebody you're working on that you can be proud of. Creating a legacy. Because really, life is what you make it. And it doesn't matter what age you are right now, 26, 27, 28. As long as you're doing something about your situation right now, you're winning. Sometimes it just takes people longer to realise that they've been asleep all this time. That they've just been letting people fucking bend them over and fuck them up the arse. But once you realise that time is valuable, this is the only thing we have right now. And how we get over and how we move past our past. And we do something about now, we're winning. Because sometimes it's not that we're losing right now. It's not that we're actually defeated. We've just got a loser's mentality. And we don't know that the position we're in right now is probably the best position that we could be in to actually win. You know, some people are in losing positions in their life, but then they can still win the game. You know, how many times have you watched a match? Could be football, it could be hockey, it could be anything, it could be tennis. And that opponent is in a losing kind of position. People think that that person who's losing is going to lose. But he fucking pulls off a miracle. And it's like, you know what? Fuck all you. I'm going to win this match. And he wins it. You know, and he doesn't just win it because of some sort of fate. He doesn't lose it because, well, this is what is written in the stars. No, he fucking wins because he realises that this is going to mean something. You know, I'm going to fucking dig my claws in and keep grinding until I win. And it doesn't matter how long it takes, because this is it. You have a fucking starting point. And when you realise that you have a starting point, you can then fucking pull off something so insane that nobody fucking understands. Nobody understands except you. You know, because sometimes there's always that chance that somebody slips up, that other person slips up, and that's when you win. It's your opportunity. And even when you win, when you do win, you're never over. It's never finished. You have to maintain this character, you have to maintain this life. And you might just be thinking, what's the point? We're all going to die soon anyway. What's the point in all this when, well, I might not be able to pull all this off, you know. But in my opinion, what I know, this is the only way. This is the only way to think and live your life. If you think that you're done, I just can't live that way. I can't think in this way that, oh, well, I'm finished. I'm over it. That's it for me. I'm packing it in. Because then, what hope do you have then? What kind of luck, what kind of opportunities do you have with the mindset on, I'm finished, I'm done? You don't have any, or you have slim to none. And I just don't think that, even if you are losing in a game, even if you are losing in the big game right now, aka life, you can still pull it off. You can still pull something off, and you can still flip the game. You can still pull off a win. You know, like, think about it as innings. In cricket, you got the first inning, you got the second inning, and so on. But ultimately, it's how you play right now. It's how you conduct yourself. And life isn't easy. Life is not easy whatsoever. Because there's going to be so many people who will try to, oh, can I just have some of can I just have some of your time? Oh, I'm going through so and so. And once they see that you're in a good position in your life, that everything's working out, they'll want your energy. They'll want what you're having. Because they'll realise that, fuck, I really fucking did a number on this guy. And now he's it's way over here. It's way over there. But then you have the option. Do I help these people who fucking berated me? Who said I wasn't anything? Or do I just carry on my day and ignore them? It really is up to you. It really is up to you. And the more I live in this life, the more I realise that it really fucking is up to me. And nobody's going to miracle my way to fucking success. Nobody's going to come to my bedside and just fucking be like, you know what, Jack? Here's £1 million. Nobody's going to be like that. No one's going to fucking do the work. But now I have the gift of earning everything. I'm feeling great about that. Because it's only hard because it's worth it. Once you put in the work and you put in the time and you stop wasting time and you realise the big picture of, okay, I need to fucking do something. You then realise that you're now winning. You're now in the game. You've now got a starting point. You can now think where you're going to end up. And just start planning. You're just planning ahead. But what you're doing by putting yourself back in the game is you're telling everybody else that you can go fuck yourself. I'm not here for you. And you built up this nice, protective, toughened armour around yourself. You've got this armour on that even if somebody does say something to you now to try and destroy your ego, to break your spirit, it doesn't fucking matter. Because you've built yourself up to a point where you've got knocked down, you build yourself back up, you get knocked down, you build yourself back up, that nothing can hurt you, nothing can break you. Because you realise that you've had to rebuild yourself so many fucking times that it does not fucking matter what anybody tries to do to you right now. Because you're 1,000 times stronger than they ever are. Because you know that you are, you've only got yourself. There's nobody else right now. You've only got yourself. So, we're not going to live here forever. We're not living indefinitely. We don't have an infinite amount of years to live. One day, we're all going to meet our end. But all we have to do is live today. That's it. Take care, guys.